fuck all of you. You can't trust fucking nobody in this fucking game.
I will never betray you. Never.
Betray these. Hey guys, what's going on? JohnBoy319 coming at you with some more Final Fantasy Tactics. We just saw Alma get kidnapped by Isolde, and now we're going to try chasing him down and see what happens. It has us go to the merchant city of Dorder. I don't know if it's going to be a battle or just some story or what.
You are the heretic Ramza Beowulf, yes?
That's specific.
You do not appear to be of the Template.
Isn't that the guy we met?
You will come to Ivalice Castle. Your sister will be returned in exchange for the Scriptures of Germonique.
Ivalice? What does Grand Duke Barrington have to do with this? I had heard he keeps both Dukes Larg and Goltanna at arm's length, and fields no troops in their conflict. Why would Alma be in his custody? What interest does he have in the book?
Surely you have read the Scriptures.
Not yet.
No, I haven't read them yet. But I understand they contain something of importance. Could it be the Grand Duke is in league with the Church?
You are a blithe one. Blithe and clueless. There are many who would kill you for that book, and you do not even know what it is you carry.
Clearly, I need to read it.
But no matter. My lord awaits.
Weird. Very weird. Zeltennia Castle, Chapel Ruins.
So here you are. They've been searching high and low for you. What is it? Are you unwell? Ah, but I forget myself. I hope this day finds your royal majesty in better spirits than those past.
Do not mock me.
Oof.
Please, I could not bear it.
That was cruel of me. I'm sorry.
You're a dick.
So, what is it that you mean to do with me? I'm not Ovelia. There can be no possible value in holding me. No value, even in my living.
Possibly. You are not Ovelia. We do not even know your rightful name, whether even you be highborn or low. No such records remain.
How do they know?
Until now. What was it all for? Raised to think myself Ovelia. I never once suspected that I was merely a replacement for the real princess.
How do they know?
Of the royal family. I alone was confined to a remote monastery, far from the seat of our crown. I alone was made to live in seclusion, and had often wondered why. Even so, this I thought a burden light enough, if it meant the kingdom would know peace. All this suffering and solitude, what purpose did it serve? How ironic it is. Now that I am free of the monastery, I find myself longing for it.
Don't know what you got till it's gone.
Though I may have been a bird in a cage, at least the song I sang was my own.
It has been the same for me. I was given the wardrobe of a nobleman, and so I played the part. A puppet, ever dancing for patrons unseen. Most men but play the part they're given. Most live and die not knowing they play a part at all. But I am past all that now. I am their puppet, no more. I will exact from them the price of the merry dance they lead.
And just what is it you plan to do?
Yeah.
You must place your trust in me, Ovelia. I will burn down this kingdom and build a new one. A kingdom worthy of you. I will show you a world where your light will outshine
I
the
can
sun.
show
A
you
world
the
without darkness.
world.
A world where you will always be Ovelia. This is my heart's desire. For you are my purpose. My everything. You will have no more need of tears.
Can I truly trust in you?
Fuck all of you. You can't trust fucking nobody in this fucking
I
game.
will never betray you. Never.
Betray these, Delita.
On Tietra's soul, I swear it. So come now. Dry your tears.
I don't know how I feel about that, you know? Damn. Where are we going? Excuse me. Units have returned from an errand, so we gotta go do that. Ivalice castle. So let's go get these guys.
A
Tavern.
warm welcome to you. You're interested then?
Sure. Zoland Embassy Antiques.
An errand's been completed, with a full report on the outcome.
Okay.
Right then, tell us how it went.
We were successful beyond words. How happy we are to finally share this good news.
Nice.
Doubt I've worked harder in all my life. So where's my reward?
We also came into possession of this. 'Twas a truly remarkable discovery.
Designed for victory parades, this ceremonial helm favors flair over function. The myriad precious stones adorning the helm attest to the affluence of once great nation.
Fine treasure you found there. I commend you. I suppose you can call yourself a treasure hunter now.
What do you do with that stuff?
I'd consider that a job well done.
Okay. Besieged Weald. I was out for a stroll a few days past when my path led me deep into the Besieged Weald. As I walked, I caught a glimpse of some dilapidated ruins through the trees. I had heard of an ancient wonder in these parts, but could I have been the one to find out? I pray that someone will go and confirm my suspicion.
Who's going?
1, 2,
How long
a
will you
3.
commit to this?
13
Anyone you
days.
send on an... Understood. You've some news from an errand.
All right, let's hear the report.
Tell us how it went.
'Twas a success greater than we could have imagined.
Yes! Good job, Alicia.
It goes to prove that earnest endeavor is rewarded in the end.
I'd consider that a job well done.
Me too. All right.
Anything else I can help? Of course.
Oh.
Will that be... It's just rude.
Marquise Elmdor slain. Marquise Elmdor, liege lord of Limbury, the hero of the 50 Years' War, dubbed the Silver Prince by his friends and Silver Demon by his foes, is reported to have been slain in battle. The recent conflict had driven a wedge between him and Duke Goltana, with Marquise Elmdor choosing instead to take a neutral stance. In spite of this, Duke Goltana demanded Limbury's continued cooperation, but Marquise Elmdor firmly refused the proposal. Fearing for the well-being of his subjects, relations quickly deteriorated, and Duke Goltana ordered the invasion of Limbury. Bringing their armies into conflict, the Marquise himself joined the defense of the Fused Plains, but was struck by a stray arrow, the wound leading to his eventual death. Marquise Elmdor was a popular figure amongst the common people despite his noble title, and had long been a devout member of the Church of Galbados. A steady stream of mourners paid respect at his grave. Having served as a steadfast general of Duke Goltana's during the 50-Year War, it is said that the Duke expressed profound regret for his part in Elmdor's untimely passing, and it seemed uncertain that his death will affect the war.
Need anything else? Come back soon now.
Welcome, or catch your eye.
Oh man, Proudhide, another bag. Wild Equipped grants regen. Cannot dual wield. One strike from this pole can cause targets to lose their faith. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Moogle. There's Moogles. Da, 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 da. Black. Ooh. 72 health. Celebrant's Miter. Hat raises magic attack power. Okay. Magic ring. Chapamala. String of beads. Various status alignments. Boost fire, water, earth, wind, ice, holy, dark. That's kind of crazy. Do, 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 do. I'm an idiot.
Are you happy? Thank you. Are you happy to make? Thank you.
Like I could have.
Are you happy? Are you happy? Anything? Are you happy? Thank you.
What's the point of being a
May I help with
fucking
all three
ninja if I don't have
safeguards,
ninja
please?
things? 137. 130. Ooh, but I get 20, but I lose attack power. Oh my god! I never equipped armor on him. Do 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 do. Yeah, leave the diamond bracelet on him. And then yeah, so your attack will stay the same. Do 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 do.
This is your grand to find.
Let's see. 14. Yeah. Okay. He's got the wizard's robe equipped. No! Wizard's rod. Okay. Yeah.
This is your grand total. Many thanks.
Do 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 do. You think I would figure this out? 221 versus 205. That's okay.
This is your grand most.
What do you have one? Do do do. Do 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 do. Yeah, I feel like I should switch to that.
This is your.
Okay.
You won't be.
Agrios. Nothing. Yeah, you're not gonna want any of that shit. Alright, cool. Alright, I guess we should read this book. Main menu. Oh, it's just
There is a little bit of history in everything.
That's cool. Alright, let's read this book.
New discoveries await.
Resume. Gotta check something real quick. The words before my eyes were written holy script of the ancients far beyond my ken. Several illustrations were scattered throughout, but many pages were missing or damaged, and the script was exceedingly difficult to decipher. As I turned the pages, faintly penned words and modern Ivalice script occasionally caught my eye. Notes of an explanatory nature had been added here and there throughout the book, all written in the same hand, though exactly whose I could not say. A faint scent of ink rose from these notes, and as I touched my finger to one of them, the writing smeared. It seemed to have been penned only in the last few days. I then realized that these transcripts were most likely Elder Simon's work. He must have devoted a significant portion of his life as custodian of the underground library to deciphering these scriptures line by painstaking line. I relied heavily on his fragmentary notes as I continued reading. Apparently the Holy Script had been recorded by Germonique, but who was that? The name struck a familiar chord as a half-forgotten history lesson rose unbidened in my mind, and then I remembered. Germonique was the disciple of Saint Ajora, who betrayed his master, turning him over to the Holy Adoran Empire, and in so doing ensured his name would live on in infamy. I was astounded that a librum penned by the same Germonique from my history lessons now rested in my very hands. Saint Ajora was a child of the gods, descended from the heavens to deliver humanity from its self-inflicted chaos. But his prophecies was the word of the divine imparted upon mortal men. After his death, these teachings formed the basis of the Church of Galbados, in its name meaning to obey God. In the holy tongue of the ancients, the church's influencer later spread throughout Ivalice and further afield to Ordalia, Ramza, and beyond. The deeds of Saint Ajora are well known to all, and yet I would seek to learn more of his remarkable journey. Saint Ajora's birth came some 1200 years ago, in the midst of a golden age of technology, when airships yet plied the skies. He was born in Lasalia in the city of Bravania. Moments after his birth, he rose to his feet and approached a well. Upon reaching its base, the words of prophecy poured forth from his infant lips. A calamity shall soon befall this well. Seal it up at once, that none may drink of it. Some days later, a plague descended on the town of Bravania, and all who drank from the well succumbed to the contagion and perished. Only those families who heeded the prophetic words of Saint Ajora were spared from malady and death. After the incident with the well, the people came to revere Saint Ajora as a portent of a miracle and a child of the gods. Jeez, I need a lot to drink here. Then at the age of 20, his life was cut short. The circumstances surrounding his death are closely tied to the legend of the Zodiac Braves, told throughout Ivalice since ancient times. To trace the story of these fabled warriors, I must delve yet further into the past. Ivalice was not always united as it is today. Long ago, the realm was divided into 7 domains: Favum, Lionel, Olimbury, Lasalia, Galleon, Zeltennia, and Malande. Each warred with the others in a never-ending struggle to expand its own territory. It was the age of feudalism. This conflict had continued for centuries until an ambitious young king rose to power in Milan. This young monarch dreamt of uniting all of Ivalice under his hand, but the road to victory was a difficult and dangerous one. The king turned to ancient tombs and dark magics found within, summoning a demon from the netherworld to do his bidding, but once unleashed, the demon slew the king and set out to destroy the very world itself. To combat this monstrosity, a great hero set out on a quest. Together with his 12 comrades, he collected the zodiac stones that had been scattered throughout the world, and thereby formed the Zodiac Braves. These warriors soon defeated the demon and its minions, and banished the creature back to its infernal plane. Their deeds came to be told as the legend of the Zodiac Braves. The Zodiac Braves have since appeared whenever the world bounced on the brink of catastrophe, only to vanish just as quickly once the crisis has been averted. Similar catastrophe threatened the world in the time of Saint Ajora. The liege lord of Limbury summoned a demon in the hopes of seizing control of all of Ivalice, and once again plunged the world into chaos. And just as in the legend, Saint Ajora collected the 12 zodiac stones. Once again, the zodiac braves rose to defeat the marauding demon, thus the Saint Ajora held as the world's savior. However, the sovereigns of any age have small tolerance for the interference of a well-meaning heroes. Saint Ajora's fame drew the ire of the Holy Adorn Empire, which dispatched soldiers to capture him and his devoted followers. Pharism was the prevalent religion in that day, and its priests feared Ajora's growing influence. Ultimately, Germonique, the 13th disciple, was tempted by sordid coin, offering vital information that led to his master's capture. The saint was executed upon the gallows of Golgotha soon thereafter. But lest we forget, Saint Ajora was a child of the gods. The wrath of the heavens was swift and terrible. Immediately following the execution, Milan, the center of Ferris teachings, was visited by a terrible cataclysm. The skies rained blood, and a storm of golden lightning ravaged the city. The very earth trembled, and with a thunderous roar, Milan sank into the sea. This was the legend with which I was familiar, the very same tale told to every child of Ivalice, but the Saint Ajora described within the Scriptures of Germonique was a different man altogether. Ajora was no child of the gods. He was a mere mortal, no more divine than you or I. He was a revolutionary who fought to realize his own ambitions. He was no lover of peace, no hero who would sacrifice himself for the God of humanity. Germonique wrote of him as the founder of a new religion with a rising number of followers. Ajora was seen as no more than a nuisance to the empire, but to the slaves and the destitute, who suffered most under imperial rule, the fair treatment and equal opportunities espoused by Ajora appeared as a ray of hope, and he as their savior. But Ajora was apparently more than just a religious founder. He was a saboteur who infiltrated enemy states to collect information and sow disorder. Ajora was a spy, dispatched to the Holy Adorn Empire by a rival state. His teachings, the inspired, and the influence he wielded were but contrivances to enact the downfall of the empire, orchestrated from within its borders by Ajora himself. But for all his guile, the Imperials were fully aware of the threat that Ajora posed. Germonique was employed to collect evidence that would allow the Empire to arrest Ajora as a spy. The 13th disciple was in reality no more than the Empire's instrument in a play to uncover Ajora's true intentions. It seems that Ajora indeed attempted to form the Zodiac Braves. Germonique confirmed in his writings that Ajora even discovered some of the stones and had entrusted them to his closest disciples. But what was his purpose in the forming of the Zodiac Braves anew? I do not know if the liege lord of Limbury actually summoned a demon. Elder Simon's notes speak of his doubts on the matter, and not a single line within the scriptures seem to record the event. Nevertheless, it appears a catastrophe in which the greater part of Milan sank into the sea did indeed coincide with Ajora's execution. The footnotes provide further enlightenment. They expressed a different view, no doubt the personal opinion of Elder Simon. Although many spoke of their existence, none had ever set eyes upon the Scriptures of Germonique. Some might say they are fraudulent, written with the sole purpose of discrediting Saint Ajora, but I know this tomb to be authentic. When I served as an inquisitor for the church, those in its upper echelons feared the existence of this work, and the same is no doubt true for the High Confessor. They were all fearful of these writings, for everything contained within them is fact. After Saint Ajora's death, the church, which had capitalized on his considerable influence to seize power for itself, had only one task: to conceal his true nature as a human being. This fact had to be erased from the annals of history. They needed to ensure that Saint Ajora be remembered as a child of the gods. Their use of the Zodiac Braves, a legend believed throughout the continent, was a stroke of genius. It was a simple feat to convince the people that Saint Ajora had led the Zodiac Braves to defeat a demon that never existed. Shit. I realize now that I had lost my faith to the moment I began to read these scriptures, and yet I feel no sorrow. Thinking back, I now know that my desire to know the truth was stronger than my faith had ever been. But above all, I am guilty as any involved in this great travesty. All these years, the church has concealed the truth and lied to our flock. Though I am compelled to condemn these acts, I cannot bring myself to do so. Even were I to bring the scriptures before the people, the church would not stand idle. In all likelihood, I would be accused of heresy and burned at the stake. But that is not the true reason for my inaction. This library is everything to me. It is a treasure beyond compare. The only means of slaking my endless thirst for knowledge. If I were to share this book with the world, my precious library would be taken from me. I cannot allow it. To be separated from my tombs, I can think of no pain greater. In the end, my curiosity eclipsed my will to do what was right. Within these pages lies the truth hidden by the church for so many years. The miracles of Saint Ajora were not but lies, and he but an ordinary man. By interweaving the events surrounding Ajora's death with his mendacious teachings, his followers fabricated a means by which to seize power. But is that truly all there is to know? Elder Simon wrote that Saint Ajora's demon never existed. But I have seen the power of the zodiac stones with my own eyes. There is an evil presence at work, something much more sinister than even the High Confessor and his twisted plots.
Gathered within are materials that await your perusal.
Wow.
You are always welcome.
That was pretty crazy.
A warm welcome. That's the spirit.
We got one with 3 days remaining, right? We're gonna bounce back and forth. 1, 2. We're gonna flee. Oh, up here. Let's see if we can get this done. Errands. Old Tapa's will.
You've some news from an errand. Right then. Tell us how it went.
I bring glad tidings. Against all the odds, we have triumphed.
Let's go.
Never for a moment did we doubt ourselves. Can you say the same?
Always.
I'd consider that a job well done.
And then what's left on the 6 days?
Anything else? Come back soon.
Oh, up here.
Welcome. Mike, you're interested then? You've some news from an errand. Right then. Tell us how it went.
I bring glad tidings. Our efforts were rewarded with great success.
We're amazing.
I never doubted our brass. You did well to choose us for this work. I'll say that much.
I'll say that much.
Or perhaps best of all, we unearthed
Ooh.
this rare treasure.
Orb of Minwu. The soul of Minwu, the first mage. Oh no shit, that's from the other Final Fantasy. It's said to be sealed within this stone. As such, is sometimes called the soul of Minwu, an orb only a name. It is an actuality comma shaped.
You picked up something valuable, eh? I'd consider that a job well done. An
Abandoned
errand's
line.
Completed, with a full report on the outcome.
What happened?
Right then. Tell us how it went.
The task was a roaring success. We'll celebrate this, and rightly so.
Do you not have to be certain levels for these? I need to level all these guys up.
We were also pleasantly surprised to find this rare oddity.
Ooh, more treasure! Red materia? These stones, developed by ancient Saronians, are the results of experiments in storing knowledge within the gems for later generations. They are said to enhance the abilities of the possessor. Red materia is believed to contain the power to summon espers. Ooh, I cannot wait! Final Fantasy VI is after this, and if you know anything about Final Fantasy VI, there's espers.
Fine treasure you found there.
Never beaten it,
I'd consider
so I
that
can't wait
a
to get to
job.
it. All right, so 5 days remaining.
Thank you.
Let's see, right? All right, cool. 1, 2. No, we're just gonna flee.
Good day to you. You're interested then? You've some news from a... Right then. Tell us how it went.
Right then, tell us how it went.
As tall an order as it was, we rose to the challenge.
Nice.
I doubt I've worked harder in all my life.
So where's my reward? We also came across a most unusual sight.
Even more
It was a
treasure.
truly remarkable discovery.
Chaos Shrine. When the world was young, primal deities sealed Jade the Netherlord deep beneath the earth. In its decrepit chambers tainted by a foul and unholy hair, the Chaos Shrine is said to mark the site of this prison.
Another ancient wonder, eh? Remarkable work.
That's awesome.
From this day forward, you're a fully fledged adventurer.
Oh, level up. Should say level 2, right?
I'd consider that a job well done.
Or do you, I guess you have adventure and treasure finder. No errands.
Of course.
No
Another
rumors.
thing.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna stop. Oh, all right, we're actually at 30 minutes. We're gonna stop here. I might actually do some power leveling because we have all these people. I'm gonna let the chocobos go. I might keep 1 or 2, and then we are literally. I gotta figure out what I want to level up and start leveling things up. We just read the book, so now we actually have an idea. So next time if we run into an NPC, I can say, "Hey, yeah, I read the book." A little bit of a boring episode, but I mean, I enjoyed it. It was a lot of lore, and then we leveled up our errands and shit like that. So anyways, next episode, we are going to Riviani's castle, which looks like it's going to be a lot of battles. We'll figure it out. So make sure you like, subscribe, get notified, and we'll see you next episode. Peace out.